So I didn't give up on my dreams. We're at week 2 now. So I posted my video last week and I had a friend reach out to me and he sent me this video that I saw before on Instagram about once a week putting in like a note or a couple words about what you were grateful for or you had a happy moment or whatever of that week. And last Wednesday was an interesting day because the same day I'm like putting out this video, one of my best friends who lives in LA was packing up his stuff with his dog. Thankfully, his wife was away at a retreat and she was safe. And getting out of Dodge as his area was being like evacuated basically, like because of the fires. So it kind of put a lot of things in perspective with like posting content and where I'm at and all these things. And so I thought, okay, well, maybe I'll just do a crash course into this, do 7 days, 7 things that I'm very grateful for. So I'll start with Wednesday from last week. Obviously, number one is that my homie, his wife, and his dog Olive are safe. It reminds me so much of when my sister, who lives in the Northwest Territories, had to flee 2 years ago and getting that phone call. And it's just so, like, it's tragic. You don't know what to do. I feel so, like, they feel isolated. I feel isolated. I can't help them. Like, I can't do anything for them, right? And so it's just a very scary time, especially for them, but for those who are kind of watching on the sidelines, hoping that like they can help in any which way. You kind of want to just like hop on a plane and like be with them, you know. And I got to visit my sister in the summertime, and we actually went to a burn site, and it wasn't far from where she was living. And the photographer in me was like, sweet, I can't wait. Like, this will be a really interesting thing to like kind of document and to see like kind of like what happened. And then you arrive, and then you walk through this like burn site, and it's like way more heavy than you thought. It emotionally, it just like kind of took over, and you're like, yeah, there's thousands of people that like almost died because of this, you know, and like plenty of people like lost their homes and all this stuff. And so when I think about like, you know, now like my best friend going through this, you're just kind of like just sending a bunch of love to like my homie, his wife, and obviously they're an incredibly cute dog, and that they're safe and that they have family and their family's safe out there too. So that's my Wednesday thing of gratitude. Obviously I forgot to record something, but my friends who are living in LA, their friends who they know from out there, from the industry and all that stuff, unfortunately lost their home, and they're a young family. They just had a kid. So a lot of tragedy, a lot going on. So there is a GoFundMe for them. The link is below for their GoFundMe. So if you can donate, great, or send this off to someone you know who has that ability. Because yeah, their friends, my friends, is trying to show some love and any support that I can. So thank you. Thursday. Very simple, very cool, very fun. My nephew plays hockey in the GTA. And so on Thursdays, I've tried to get out if I'm available, and just to get to see him play sports and be in his zone and get to be competitive. It's awesome, you know, like my sister is like a hockey mom, like through and through right now. So see her in her element as well. And you know, I'm there, I get to hang out with my other nephew and my niece, and I got one more nephew who's in university who's unable to come. But yeah, it's just a lot of fun, and I bring all my camera gear, I take photos and stuff like that from time to time. And yeah, I think once I got there this week, because of this theme that I was going with this video, it just made me really like watch him a lot more and really observe everybody, like my niece and my nephew when they're just playing outside, and my sister and all that. It just like, there was just so much more weight to it. And just like, even though it's a very simple moment, it just like, it held a lot more, knowing like what kind of like the purpose of the week was. So Thursday, boom, gratitude. Friday. So yeah, I don't speak about it much, but right now I'm going to school, getting my master's in design in this strategic foresight and innovation program at OCAD University. Yeah, it's been a place where I can be myself, grow. I don't really necessarily have a ton of confidence into academia by any means, and this space is a bit more of a clash between like business and creativity and problem solving, and it's a great program, and I love going. And even furthermore, like I love my cohort. They're amazing people. Like I get to hang out with nurses and midwives and strategists and people who work in government, and like it's insane. Like everyone that I go to school with is like super duper smart. Their brains are like this big, and then I show up and I'm just like I make videos, I take photos, but I'm kind of smart too, so I want to be in a group. And so it's great. I've learned a lot, and like 3 women in my class, now 4, gave birth during this program, and they didn't stop going to school. So I was making a joke about it last week, but it's just like I don't have any excuses to like not go to class or to like not do extremely well or try my hardest. It's like it's insane. And so yeah, I'm very grateful that I get to go to school, learn, further my education, something I always wanted to do. So yeah, Friday, boom, check, gratitude, education. Saturday. So as you guys know, from time to time, I will post on Instagram about working out. I just take a photo of basically my shoes because I'm too embarrassed to take a photo of myself. But working out, it's a very simple thing, but I love it. It keeps me balanced, keeps my mind and my body kind of just clear. I think being exhausted is a beautiful feeling. I'm just trying more and more as I'm getting a little bit older to continue to just like take care of myself, from what I'm eating to drinking to running and working out and all that stuff. So it's something that's always top of mind for me, especially this year. So I know that's a privilege. Same with going to school and working out. Like I'm very, very lucky that I have that ability and fully taking advantage of it. So it's not being wasted. I just basically work out so, my wife doesn't leave me, so she's not going to wake up one day and be like, 90% of it was because you are somewhat physically active and you held it together. If I lose that, I'm probably going to lose her. So I work out quite often. And yeah. So Saturday, boom, check mark, working out. My wife just asked me where I'm going to run to because I'm an idiot and I'm going to go run 10K today. And I said, I'm going to run to my friend's house, call him, and then give him the middle finger and then run away. Then Sunday. So yes, Sundays now, I've only done 2, but I'm trying to run 10K on Sundays. And so I told my buddy last week, I ran 10K, you should have came. And then he was like, well, you kind of ran by my place or whatever.
Lots of ice. This is not safe.
And I was like, well, if I would have known you were home, I would have come by and just given you the middle finger and then ran off. And he's like, well, I expect that next week.
Brutal.
So that's what I did this week. I literally just planned out me running to his house, calling him, and then giving him the finger and then running away. And that's what I did.
I think it's going to be almost exactly 5K. I think I'm actually going to kind of mean the middle finger now because his house is on an incline and it's winter time and I hate it. Before this was a joke, but now this is actually 16% serious.
And I think within that, there's a lot. When I make these YouTube videos, it's incredible for me that I have just an amazing set of friends that I can just send the link to. They open it, they watch it, they comment, they like it, whatever. Like they just support and, they give me feedback if they don't like it, if they have ideas or they see potential in things. And it's kind of very humbling and amazing. And I'm extremely grateful for that. So he's one of those people. It was amazing to go over and give him the finger and run away. But I just want to say thank you to all of my close friends and family that when I send you a video, you guys support me, even if you like it or you don't. I'm very appreciative of it and a check mark of gratitude.
Incredible outcome. We've got him. I called him, but he was on the phone, but he stepped out shirtless like a legend. He says, "What's up?" I give him the middle finger. I couldn't hear anything else because I was by the road. And then I said bye and I left. That was 5K. Now I have to run 5K back home. Well worth it. Love you, dude.
Oh, well, you know what? Yeah, Monday, simple things. So I'm trying to go out and do walks. I'm still keeping up with my senior hour-a-day walking goal. So before I leave, and all day I was craving cookies, chocolate chip cookies, really just craving cookie dough, like you do. So my wife then, just before I'm leaving, she's like, "How about you bring back some cookie dough?" I was like, "All right, now I got to figure out where a grocery store is on my walk." Obviously, no big deal because that's my wife, so I'll do anything. And then plus, she wants chocolate chip cookies, which are gonna benefit me as well. So it's a go. And yeah, it's just that. It's that right there. It's beautiful. It really is. When you just think, I get to go on a walk and I have a bunch of camera gear and I take shots of the city and random things that I like. I know how to work a camera, kinda. And my wife wants to make cookies at night and we can do that together. And I have enough money to buy cookies. And so, it's just those little things of living life. And yeah, it's really, really simple. And I think I don't want to take that for granted. So I'm very grateful for chocolate chip cookie dough. I mean, Tuesday's b-ball day, white boy corner 3. And that's basically what I do. I do a little driving, I do a little dribbling, I do a little passing. More of a passer now these days. My shot is off. Never really had much of a shot, I'll be honest, other than a 3. But yeah, no, I play with a bunch of great dudes. No one's trying to hurt nobody. We literally just have a laugh, play ball for 2 hours, miss a bunch of shots, make a bunch of cool random plays, have a laugh, go home, and then just do it next week again. So I'm very, very extremely grateful for just having a bunch of dudes that I can go play ball with and not feel like I'm gonna get my head cracked in when I play. B-ball and friends, check. So, but overall, every single day, I just want to make sure that I'm in a very, very, very good place, mentally, physically. I feel like there's all this great stuff going on in my life right now. And I'm very extremely grateful for that. And that couldn't happen without having just the best wife ever. And I don't really talk about my wife much, online. I'll post her photo from time to time, and it's just maybe I just don't want to brag about how good I got it. You know what I mean? Or that you're just not going to look at her and be like, why are you with him? So yeah, she's the best. And I couldn't have 7 days of happiness without having just the best and most supportive wife ever. She's so kind and brilliant. And obviously, she's extremely gorgeous and too pretty for me. So, above them all, it's I'm very grateful for just having the best partner in the world. Grateful to be alive and to make these videos. So, till next week, don't give up on your dreams. Peace.